जम्मू आ गए, दिल्ली आ गए, अलग अलग जगह पे आ गए। और अभी सरकार उनको कह रही कि फिर से हम
मेरी बात समझ गए? क्या सबके साथ मर्डर हो जाता है? क्या सारी बहुएं जला के मार दी जाती?
The issues which have been shortlisted today, and there are certain important issues, and the issues have been shortlisted. Now the issues which are being taken up today, there are few issues which are being taken up today. The first issue is related to, sixth schedule controversy. This is the first issue. Sixth schedule controversy. Sixth schedule controversy. And the union territory involved in this controversy is the Ladakh. एक तो ये है, this is an important issue which is in the news, you see. Sixth schedule controversy, and within bracket you should write the protesting UT is Ladakh. एक तो ये है, this is one important issue. The second important issue is, this is related to the second important issue is related to an UN Summit for Future. This is UN Summit. This is UN Summit for Future, and 2024. This is the second important subject matter. UN Summit for Future 2024. The third issue in this connection is this is known as ecocide. This is known as ecocide, and declared as an offense, and declared as an offense, you see. This is an offense, and this is declared as an offense. This is declared as an offense in Belgium. Belgium declared as an offense in Belgium, you see. Belgium, ब्रैकेट में लिख दो, the first country in Europe, which has declared ecocide as an offense declared by Belgium, the first country in Europe. The next one in this connection, is third. This is third summit. This is third summit for democracy. This is third summit for democracy. This is third summit for democracy. Now this third summit for democracy and the last one, the subject matter is BRICS and BRICS and a plus, and the last subject matter is BRICS and BRICS plus, you see, because new countries have been added to this particular organization. New countries have been added to this particular organization. So today, the issues which have been shortlisted, altogether, let us take up one by one these 5 important and small issues, you see. The first issue relates to, sixth schedule controversy. Now, before you could start with the sixth schedule controversy, and there are, two basic questions, and what is the difference between a schedule and articles. एक तो ये हो, what is the difference between schedule and article, and the second brief question in this connection, and the second, इसको ठीक से इधर से दबाओ तो, and the second, this question, and the second question, पहला हो गया, what is the difference between schedule and what is the difference between schedule and article. एक तो ये, to begin with, this is the first question, and the second question is total number of schedules, in our constitution. तो सबसे पहले जब आप शुरू कर रहे हैं, तो I think you should start with these 2 questions. Number one is, I'm repeating, number one is, what is the difference between schedule and article? And the second is, what is the total and a number of schedules, original and the present. Bracket में आप लिखिएगा original and the present, you see. So when you start with these 2 questions, you see, and so the difference is very, clear. Article, when you say, articles, so articles, and the articles are the objective, these are the objective fundamental These are the objective fundamental rules. Rules, I mean, provided in the constitution. These are these. When you talk about articles, you see, articles are precisely the objective fundamental rules. Objective fundamental rules provided objective fundamental objective fundamental rules provided in the Constitution of India, you see. And these are rules, fundamental rules, and provided in the Constitution of India. Whereas the term schedule, whereas the term schedule is the descriptive details of articles, whereas the term schedule refers to the descriptive details of articles, जैसे उदाहरण के तौर पर, and this is article 1. तो article 1 says, आप जरा शेड्यूल को समझिए. Article 1 says, India, that is Bharat, shall be the union of states. Now, attached to this article, we have schedule 1. तो schedule 1 में descriptive details है. Descriptive details ये है कि altogether there are 28 states and 8 union territories. ये detail हो गया. तो what is the difference between articles and schedule? You have to understand the difference in terms of, this example you see. एक तो ये important चीज है. Before you could shift to the importance of 5th and 6th schedule, which is in controversy today, and एक क्वेश्चन तो ये है which you are required to know. The second question is that the total number today is 12 schedule. The total number today is 12 schedules. So altogether there are 12 schedules. Altogether there are 12 schedules. Now 12 schedules, but for your kind information, for the purpose of general knowledge, and 12 schedules. Originally, this was altogether it was originally 8 schedule. Total altogether were 8 schedules. Now 8 schedule, and this was the original, you see, this was the original number of schedule, that is 8 schedule. Now this number 8 schedule, now this has been extended to 12 years. Now the present position is 12 years. अब इसमें जो ऐड हुआ है वो है 9th शेड्यूल 9th schedule, 10th schedule, 11th schedule and 12th schedule, यही 4 ऐड हुआ. 9th schedule and a 10th schedule, 11th schedule and 12th schedule. So if you take up 9th schedule was added by first Constitutional Amendment Act 1951. 9th schedule was added by first Constitutional Amendment Act 1951, and this schedule was added with the purpose. इसलिए यहाँ पर पर्पस भी आप ये चारों का पर्पस भी ब्रीफली मेंशन कर दें. This was added with the purpose to keep the land reform laws, to keep the land reform laws and welfare laws and land reform laws and the welfare laws and in the 9th schedule and so as to protect these laws from judicial scrutiny. तो कहता है कि 9th शेड्यूल को इसलिए जोड़ा गया फर्स्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट एक्ट द्वारा, इसलिए इसको जोड़ा गया ताकि ये जो भूमि सुधार जो नियम या कानून है या लोक कल्याणकारी जो कानून है, लैंड रिफॉर्म लॉज एंड वेलफेयर लॉज could be protected from the judicial scrutiny. Yani if you make certain laws with respect to land reforms and welfare laws, and if those laws are placed in the 9th schedule, then judiciary cannot scrutinize it. You see. Purpose was to protect these kinds of laws. You see, 9th schedule इसीलिए फर्स्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट एक्ट द्वारा डाला गया. You see, लेकिन in a famous case, the name of the case law is in a famous case. Famous case का नाम है, दी फेमस केस वो है IR कोहेलो. I.R. कोहेलो, COHELO, IR कोहेलो वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ तमिलनाडु. IR कोहेलो वर्सेस स्टेट ऑफ तमिलनाडु, and in which the 7-judge bench decided that if the laws related to land reforms or state welfare land reforms or state welfare and will be subject to judicial scrutiny. Will be subject to judicial scrutiny, and if those laws violate the basic structure of the constitution, you see. If those laws violate the basic structure of the constitution, you see, the basic structure of the constitution. So now, the protection from judicial scrutiny, so this protection provided by 9th schedule from judicial scrutiny was made conditional by I.R. Coelho, you see. I.R. Coelho ने कंडीशनल कर दिया कि अगर बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर वायलेट होगा तो मैं इसका भी परीक्षण कर सकता हूं। 9th शेड्यूल में जो लॉज आपने पुटअप किया, तो एक तो ये 8 के बाद 9th शेड्यूल, ये नेक्स्ट शेड्यूल यहां पर ये है जिसको हम 9th शेड्यूल कहते हैं। ये जो एक्सटेंड हुआ ना, ओरिजिनल दिस वाज 8 and now this is extended to 12. Then comes 10th schedule. Now 10th schedule, you know, 10th schedule, all of you are aware of this. 10th schedule deals with anti-defection law. Now this was added, anti-defection law, you see. Anti-defection law, which was added by an 52nd amendment. This was added by 52nd. ये जीके का कुछ प्रश्न है जो आपको यहाँ शेड्यूल में जानना चाहिए. Which was added by 52nd Amendment Act 1985. 52nd Amendment Act 1985, wherein the power to decide the disqualification, wherein the power to decide the disqualification, wherein the power to decide disqualification of the members of the parliament and the state legislature, members of the parliament and the state legislature, and was to be finally decided by, and was to be finally decided by the speaker of the Lok Sabha and speaker of the state legislative assembly. ये इसी को हम लोग कहते हैं 10th schedule. Speaker of the Lok Sabha and speaker of the state legislative assembly. So this is known as 10th, and this is known as 10th schedule. तो 9 के बाद 10 हो गया. Then 2 more were extended. One is 11th schedule, and the last one is 12th schedule. 11th schedule and the last one is 12th schedule. Now these two schedules were added by, as you all know, 73rd Amendment Act, 73rd Amendment Act, 73rd Amendment Act 1993, and 74th Amendment Act 73rd is related to 73rd is related to the Panchayat election, Panchayati Raj institutions election. 73rd is related to Panchayati Raj institutions election. Panchayati Raj institutions election, है ना? And this is known as rural local self government. This is known as rural local self government. Rural local self government, you see. Rural local self government, and in this 11th schedule, in this 11th schedule, 29 subjects were given to. 29 subjects were given to the rural local self government. 29 subjects were given to the rural local self government, whereas by way of 12th schedule, है ना, ब्रैकेट में लिखे 74th अमेंडमेंट एक्ट 1993, 74th अमेंडमेंट एक्ट 1993, है ना, known as urban local bodies. This is known as urban local bodies, यानी, है ना, which is actually related to, and this is related to municipalities, institutions of municipalities, and this is related to an institution of municipalities, जिसको ब्रैकेट में हम लोग अर्बन लोकल बॉडीज कहते हैं, अर्बन लोकल बॉडीज. एंड दिस 12th schedule covers altogether 18 subjects. This 12th schedule covers altogether 18 subject. तो शेड्यूल चूंकि न्यूज में है, इसलिए मैंने ये बैकग्राउंड, एक स्टैटिक जीके का बैकग्राउंड दिया मैंने. दिस बैकग्राउंड, इन द लाइट ऑफ दिस बैकग्राउंड यू सी, मैंने स्टैटिक जीके का एक बैकग्राउंड दिया, है ना. और इन द लाइट ऑफ दिस बैकग्राउंड लेट अस कम टू, अब स्ट्रेट अवे आ जाइए, लेट अस कम टू, आई मीन 5th and 6th शेड्यूल. इस दोनों को साथ साथ देखिए, 5th and 6th शेड्यूल देखिए. 5th शेड्यूल इन न्यूज, दिस इज 6th शेड्यूल, लेकिन 5th और 6th को जरा ज्वाइंटली समझिए. 5th शेड्यूल अप्लाइज टू, जो 5वीं अनुसूची है, 5th शेड्यूल अप्लाइज टू, 5th शेड्यूल अप्लाइज टू, है ना, to certain tribal areas. 5th schedule applies to certain tribal areas, to certain tribal areas in any state of India, any state of India. और ब्रैकेट में आप लिखिएगा कि currently altogether there are 10 states. Currently altogether there are 10 states, and 10 states which are administered by, there are altogether 10 states which are administered by, and 5th schedule की हम बात कर रहे हैं, कंपेयर करना होगा, which are administered by, and the tribal advisory council. यहां पर 10 स्टेट में एक ट्राइबल एडवाइजरी काउंसिल. these tribal, I mean advisory council, these tribal advisory council, and has some limited power. These tribal advisory council has some limited power. Some limited power, and this is created by this tribal, I mean advisory council is created by limited power and created by the state legislative assembly, the state legislative assembly, and mostly they have certain executive power only. They have certain executive power, and they have certain executive power, and certain executive power related to the rights of the tribal people. Fifth schedule यही कह रहा है, to deal with the rights of the tribal people in 10 states. Rights of the tribal people in 10 states. You see. Rights of the tribal people in 10 states. यानी नटसेल में हम कह सकते हैं that under the fifth schedule, fifth और sixth को जरा सा jointly समझो. Under the fifth schedule, there is an emphasis upon. पांचवी अनुसूची में इस बात पर बल है. There is an emphasis upon the protection of only tribal rights. Protection of only tribal rights. Protection of only tribal rights. लेकिन जब सिक्स शेड्यूल की बात कर रहे हैं, विच इज इन द न्यूज, नाउ लेट अस कम टू द न्यूज. जब हम सिक्स शेड्यूल की बात कर रहे हैं तो व्हाई इट वाज इन द न्यूज. पहला क्वेश्चन तो यही उठेगा कि व्हाई दिस वाज इन द न्यूज. यू सी, this was in the news because the people of Ladakh, you see, the people of Ladakh are protesting. The people of Ladakh are protesting. They are protesting and to confer Ladakh to be recognized as, to confer Ladakh to be recognized as, to be recognized as a tribal area in the sixth schedule. To be recognized as a tribal area in sixth schedule. Actually, for your kind information, this sixth schedule of the Constitution, you see, this sixth schedule of the Constitution is provided, is nourished and provided under two important articles. You see. ये जो छठी अनुसूची है, दो इंपॉर्टेंट आर्टिकल्स का यहां बेस है. एक है आर्टिकल 244 क्लॉज 2. The first one is Article 244 Clause 2 and the second one is Article 275 Clause 1. 275 Clause 1. 275 Clause 1 is provided for development of. 275 Clause 1 is provided for the development of. For the development of infrastructure in tribal areas. So these two articles, 244 clause 2 and 275 clause 1, is provided for the administration of, for the administration of tribal areas in 4 northeastern states only. Tribal areas in 4 northeastern states only. Tribal areas in 4 northeastern states only, such as आप लिख लें असम, मेघालय, त्रिपुरा एंड मिजोरम. Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram, you see. Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram, you see. And now the next is demanded by the people of Ladakh. कि जैसे 4 को ट्राइबल एरियाज को, जैसे 4 है ना एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ ट्राइबल एरियाज आसाम, मेघालय, त्रिपुरा और मिजोरम को आपने जो ये दर्जा दिया है ना, लद्दाख शुड ऑल्सो बी रिकॉग्नाइज्ड, क्योंकि बहुत बेनिफिट हो जाता है. लद्दाख शुड ऑल्सो बी रिकॉग्नाइज्ड, यू सी. Ladakh should also be recognized as a tribal areas along with Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram, you see. The provision provides. प्रोविजन जो है मैंने जो बताया, दी प्रोविजन प्रोवाइड्स पावर टू गवर्नर. प्रोविजन प्रोवाइड्स पावर टू गवर्नर ऑफ द स्टेट. प्रोविजन प्रोवाइड्स पावर टू द गवर्नर ऑफ द स्टेट. पावर टू द गवर्नर ऑफ द स्टेट. पावर टू द गवर्नर ऑफ द स्टेट to create autonomous district council. To create autonomous district council and autonomous regional council, and autonomous regional council. In these 4 states, autonomous regional council in these 4 states, यानी the composition of autonomous district council altogether, composition, जब composition की बात करते हैं तो इसमें autonomous district council में altogether there are 30 members. 30 members out of which 4 are nominated. 4 are nominated by the governor and the rest is elected. Comma, the only exception is and the rest is elected, comma, the only exception is Bodoland Territorial Council in Assam. Bodoland Territorial Council in Assam. Bodoland Territorial Council in Assam, which has up to 46 members. अपवाद एक तो यही है, which have up to 46 members. You see, 46 members. Full stop. Further, the governor can also divide the scheduled areas. Further, the governor can also divide the scheduled areas into autonomous regional council. उसको divide भी कर सकता है into autonomous regional council. Now this sixth schedule has wide power. These 4 states have wide power, more than that of 5th schedule 10 states. वाइड पावर है इसको. वाइड पावर में आप लिखिए दे पोजेस the legislative, they possess the legislative, comma, they possess the legislative, comma, executive, comma, judicial and financial power. Now if you compare autonomous, stop writing for a moment, you see. Now if you compare autonomous district council of 4 states in the 6th schedule with that of tribal advisory council, with that of tribal advisory council, with that of tribal advisory council, you will find, with that of tribal advisory council, you will find that their power is confined to only executive area. But the 6th schedule is status given to 4 states. They have wide power. Executive, legislative, judicial and financial power. बेनिफिट तो है ना. So here in 6th schedule, the emphasis is on self-governance. In 5th schedule, emphasis was on protection of tribal rights only. In 6th schedule, there is an emphasis upon self-governance in the field of legislative field, executive field, judicial field and financial. People of Ladakh are demanding keeping in view the tribal population of Ladakh, हमको भी वो स्टेटस दिया जाए. So if this status is provided to Ladakh, so there are certain benefits to be given. तो बहुत बेनिफिट मिलेगा उसको. Altogether we can say 5 benefits will be given. अगर स्टेटस ये दिया गया, कौन सा स्टेटस? 6th schedule स्टेटस. तो बेनिफिट नंबर 1, this will address the local issues of Ladakh. This will address the local issues. Ladakh. Yes, Shweta Gautam. Is it clear? Rubina, is it clear? Yes, please tell me. Now, पहला जो लाभ मिलेगा अगर ये स्टेटस दे दिया गया, तो पहला लाभ होगा that this will address the local issues of Ladakh. Second, this will provide the rights on the land. Rights on the land. इसको ब्रैकेट में लिखो, land rights. Third, this will safeguard the traditions of Ladakh. This will safeguard the traditions of Ladakh. Followed by proper resource management, followed by proper resource management and job opportunities. Proper resource management and job opportunities. But the problematic issues, in providing this status to Ladakh are as follows. लेकिन इसमें कुछ समस्याएं. If this status is provided, there are few problems. Number one, it will require significant financial resources. Significant financial resources to be provided to Ladakh also. Possible nahi hai. Significant financial, it will require significant financial resources. If this status is provided to Ladakh, you see. Second, it will create the problem of balancing. The Buddhist majority in Leh. Leh में Buddhist majority. It will create some problem in balancing the Buddhist majority in Leh and Muslim majority in Kargil. एक चैलेंज हो जाएगा. एंड मुस्लिम मेजॉरिटी इन कारगिल. आपको याद होगा कारगिल विजय दिवस मनाया गया था 1999 में, है ना. मुस्लिम मेजॉरिटी इन कारगिल यू सी. और तीसरा, इट विल raise the issue of national security consideration. बॉर्डर पर ना है, स्ट्रेटेजिक एरिया पर. नेशनल सिक्योरिटी कंसिडरेशन. नेचुरली जब आप सेल्फ गवर्नेंस का पावर दे देंगे अंडर, आई मीन 6th शेड्यूल, यू सी, you cannot compromise with your strategic, interest. India cannot compromise with the strategic interest, you see. But the fact remains, लेकिन सच्चाई ये है आज भी, that the people of Ladakh are demanding that I should be given the 6th schedule status which is given to Assam, Meghalaya and Tripura etc. 4 states को, जो नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स को. तो एक न्यूज में था ये मैटर. दिस मैटर वॉज इन द न्यूज, यू सी. तो शेड्यूल से रिलेटेड कहीं ना कहीं जुडिशियल सर्विस में एक दो क्वेश्चन रहता ही, जिसका एक पिक्चर मैंने स्टैटिक भी दिया और करंट इन न्यूज भी दिया. यस, नेक्स्ट. द नेक्स्ट इशू. यस, इज इट क्लियर रुबीना? इज इट क्लियर श्वेता गौतम? इज इट क्लियर? आगे बढ़िए. नाउ यू कम टू द नेक्स्ट सब्जेक्ट मैटर. The next subject matter is UN Summit for Future. Now this is the next subject matter, you see. देखिए, UN सबसे पहले तो आइटम नंबर 1, पॉइंट नंबर 1 ये UN Summit for Future. Point number 1, that this was proposed by UN Summit for Future 2024. This was proposed by This was proposed by the Secretary General of UNO, Antonio Guterres. This was proposed by the Secretary General of UNO, Antonio Guterres. Antonio Guterres. And he is the Secretary General. Secretary General, for your kind information, you see, Secretary General of the UNO, who is the head of the UN Secretariat, you see, is also called the Chief Administrative Officer of UN Secretariat. He is also called the Chief Administrative Officer of the UN Secretariat. Chief Administrative Officer of the UN Secretariat. That you have studied also in international law. इसी में एक पॉइंट ये भी है, फर्स्ट पॉइंट में, that the United Nations in the New York City, United Nations in the New York City on September 22nd, that is today itself, प्रधानमंत्री भी गए हुए हैं यूएन में भाषण देंगे, on September 22nd and 23, 2024, will be part of the 79th annual session. This will be the part of 79th and a UN summit for future, part of 79th annual and a session, 79th annual session of United Nations General Assembly. United Nations General Assembly, wherein different stakeholders have been invited. Different stakeholders of the world. Different stakeholders of the world have been invited to participate. In this UN Summit for Future 2020. In this UN Summit for Future 2024. इसका जो थीम है, so write the theme of this summit. इसका थीम है मल्टीलेटरल सॉल्यूशन. इसका जो थीम है वो है मल्टीलेटरल सॉल्यूशन फॉर अ बेटर टुमारो. मल्टीलेटरल सॉल्यूशन फॉर अ बेटर टुमारो. एंड दिस समिट इज बीइंग कन्वीन्ड, और इसको ऑर्गेनाइज किया जा रहा है. एंड दिस समिट इज बीइंग कन्वीन्ड in the light of the important agenda and goals of the UN. Important agenda and the goals of the UNO. जैसे एक एजेंडा है यूएनओ का, उसी लाइट में इसको कॉल किया जा रहा है. 2030 एजेंडा, 2030 एजेंडा फॉर सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट. यूएनओ ने इसको डिक्लेयर किया हुआ है. 2030 एजेंडा फॉर सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट, फॉर सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट. लॉन्च्ड इन 2015, 2015 में लॉन्च किया था. लॉन्च्ड इन 2015, which aims at which aims at ending poverty in all its forms, which aims at 2015 में इसको लॉन्च किया गया, which aims at ending poverty in all its forms. अरे भाई, इसी लाइट में यूएन समिट फॉर फ्यूचर, इसी लाइट में यूएन समिट फॉर फ्यूचर को कन्वीन किया जा रहा है. इन ऑल एंडिंग एम्स एट एंडिंग पॉवर्टी इन ऑल इट्स फॉर्म्स, हर एक तरह से, इन ऑल इट्स फॉर्म. सेकेंड, दूसरा जो गोल है यूएनओ का, उसका नाम है यूएन गोल फॉर क्लाइमेट एक्शन. यूएन गोल फॉर क्लाइमेट एक्शन 2050 ये डिक्लेयर्ड है. ये सब गोल, यूएन गोल फॉर क्लाइमेट एक्शन 2050 टू कीप ग्लोबल वार्मिंग, टू कीप ग्लोबल वार्मिंग, टू कीप ग्लोबल वार्मिंग not more than 1.5 degree centigrade. 1.5 degree centigrade as stated in Paris as stated in Paris Agreement. You see, global warming, you understand, है ना. आप देख रहे हैं टेम्परेचर बढ़ता जा रहा है. हम लोग को याद नहीं है कि बहुत गर्मी के दिनों में गर्मी होती भी थी, बहुत जाता था तो 35 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड जाता था. आज तो 50 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड चला गया है दिल्ली में, 50 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड. ये जो जस्ट इमेजिन, ये जो ग्लोबल वार्मिंग हो रहा है, तो मेरे को तो लगता है पूरा ग्लेशियर गलना शुरू हो जाएगा. और ग्लेशियर्स गलना शुरू हो जाएगा तो कम से कम 1 हाथ आपका समुद्र का पानी बढ़ जाएगा. और 1 हाथ बढ़ गया तो टोटल पीस हो जाएगा. आप समझ रहे हैं पूरा क्या हाल होगा. इसलिए कह रहा है कि पेरिस पीस एग्रीमेंट में आप जरा अपना होराइजन को बढ़ाइए, जनरल नॉलेज को बढ़ाइए. 1.5 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड से बढ़ना नहीं चाहिए. यह है यूएन गोल. और तीसरा है यूएन डिक्लेयर 2024 टू 2033, इसको डेकेड माना. यूएन डिक्लेयर्ड 2024 टू 2033. as the international decade of, इसको अंडरलाइन कीजिए, as the international decade of sciences for sustainable development. So, in the light of these agenda and goals, पैराग्राफ अब चेंज करके आप पॉइंट लिखिएगा. इन द लाइट ऑफ दीज एजेंडा एंड गोल्स, four goals have been set up by UNO. 4 गोल लक्ष्य निर्धारित किया गया है. 4 goals have been set up by UNO. Number 1, to protect human rights. Number 2, to deliver humanitarian aid to deliver humanitarian aid. Number 3, to support sustainable development. To support sustainable development. And number 5, and number 4, to protect climate. So this summit, अब यहां पर आप इस लाइन को लिखेंगे, so this UN summit for future is very important. You see, this summit for future will create conditions. This summit for future will create conditions in which the goals of the UNO, the goals and agenda of the UNO can be achieved. This summit therefore is a high level event. Therefore is a high level event. Therefore is a high level event. A high level event which seeks to gather world leaders together, which seeks to gather world leaders together to forge a new international consciousness, to forge a new international consciousness, to forge a new international consciousness, to forge a new international consensus, to forge a new international consensus on how to deliver a better present, how to deliver a better present, how to deliver a better present and safeguard the future. पैराग्राफ चेंज करके लास्ट एंड करो. सो दिस समिट एम्स एट two things. This summit aims at two things. Number 1, to accelerate efforts to meet our existing international commitment. And second is to meet and take steps in order to respond to emerging challenges and opportunities. In order to respond to emerging challenges and opportunities. तो क्वेश्चन लिखिए. What is the agenda? Yes, to accelerate efforts to meet our existing international commitment. Question लिखिए. What is the UN agenda? Question number 1. What is the UN agenda? UN agenda for sustainable development. for sustainable development. Aiming at ending the poverty. Aiming at ending the poverty. A question. Second question. What is UN Summit for Future 2024? What is UN Summit for Future 2024? Third question. What is the International Decade of? What is International Decade of Sciences for Sustainable Development? International Decade of Sciences for Sustainable Development. Next question. What is UN goal for climate action 2050? What is UN goal for climate action 2050? Next question. What is the difference between 5th and 6th schedule? What is the difference between 5th and 6th schedule? Next question. Why 6th schedule was in the news recently? Why 6th schedule was in the news recently? Our last question, name the 4 states. Name the 4 states. Name the 4 states which have been provided the status of 6th schedule. Or last question. Name the provisions. Name the provisions which provides base for 6th schedule. Name the provisions which provides base for 6th schedule. मैं समझता हूं कि आप आंसर लिख लेंगे. क्वेश्चन ये भी हो सकता है, नोट कीजिए. व्हाट इज 9th शेड्यूल? नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. व्हाट इज 10th शेड्यूल? व्हाट इज 11th एंड 12th शेड्यूल? अब ये क्वेश्चन आप ट्राई कीजिए 2-2 लाइन में लिखने का. जीके को मजबूत धीरे धीरे करना ही पड़ेगा. यू हैव टू लेबर हार्ड. यस, ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट, इज इट क्लियर? ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट, इज इट क्लियर? किरण, रुबीना, रुद्र वशिष्ठ, श्वेता गौतम, प्लीज टेल मी. मैंने क्वेश्चन भी दिया, आप अटेम्प्ट करें इसको. थर्सडे में क्वेश्चन देता हूं, आप अटेम्प्ट करें इसको. यू शुड अटेम्प्ट दीज क्वेश्चंस इन अ प्रिसाइज मैनर. संक्षेप में लिखने का कला जानो. In a precise manner. Yes, any problem?
Subscribe for more content.